loves? This is Magigoddess. Welcome to reading number 1 for 33 different readings. I'm going to be doing 33 different days of reading for the collective. Now today I have 5 questions I plan on asking, so just open your mind and be open to all possibilities. Get some grounding energy in there. So my first question is going to be, what is the current energy level of my collective? I'm feeling this one. We have the 5 of Cups. I'm seeing someone in the middle of the sea and the currents are so strong, it's as though you can't move. It's kind of giving a vibe of you feel overwhelmed and you're not sure how things are going to go right now. But there is a part of you that still has hope. And I say this because within the 5 of Cups, yes, we have 3 cups that have fallen, but there are 2 cups still remaining. And as I hear that, I hear an engine roaring and someone driving full speed ahead. So I'm going to take that as a sign of there's just some things that have yet to come to you that will give you answers. So that's lovely. Now, for my next question. Why is this collective message so important for you today? I'm feeling this one. The Lovers. And number 6. I'm kind of getting, perhaps you hope to find love in life, but you feel a bit bitter, and I'm just talking about finding relationships that love you and support you in a way that is good for you. If you notice, she's looking up to the divine. This person's looking straight at her. So maybe you're someone of the divine, you're someone with abilities, and you feel like maybe you might not be able to find someone who can understand you and understand these connections. Well, you'd be wrong, because I totally understand, but that's the energy that I'm getting, so that's an interesting vibe. Now, what's going to be your energy level after this reading? I'm feeling this one. 10 of Swords. I'm hearing putting to rest bad decisions. Putting to rest complications of the mind. And I'm hearing mind over matter. And I am seeing someone taking a sword and drawing a circle around them as though it's for protection. I'm really getting this feeling of perhaps you're just really used to people just they overwhelm you. And perhaps they don't think of how it affects you. Like, let's say you're already struggling mentally and you're questioning everyone's motives around you. And so you've decided, I'm going to pay attention to everyone around me, and I'm going to protect myself from those who I feel deep within my soul. And I'm not talking about like subconscious doubts or like, you feel insecure. I'm talking about someone who legitimately sees that you're going through pain and ignoring it. Let's say you tell someone you really love that mentally you're not okay. And instead of asking you if you're okay or how they can help or anything along those lines, they just keep adding to it, and you keep asking them, can you please stop? It's really bothering me. Rather than inside you're screaming, why can't you just support me? And what I'm really getting from this is just kind of finally realizing that it is time to support yourself. And if you have to draw a circle in the sand to protect yourself and just, it's really difficult to put your emotions away, but sometimes you have to do that for preservation. If someone truly shows up for you and truly makes you feel amazing about yourself, that's wonderful. But if you have someone who, even when you're at the lowest of your low, they really couldn't care less. They see you with all these swords in your back, so to speak, and they're just sticking more in. It's mentally exhausting, spiritually exhausting. It affects every area of your life. And it doesn't matter how many times you tell yourself it's going to be okay. If you have just one moment where you feel okay and someone just barges in and says, well, you're not allowed to be okay, that's a difficult thing to go through, honestly. To have people all around you and feel truly alone, or meeting everyone you've ever met, really. Just, it doesn't feel right, or something's missing. I feel like everyone has gone through something like this in their lives. So, you're learning how to handle your emotions and how to protect yourself and love yourself, because you've learned not everyone is going to protect you. Not everyone is going to love you, and it would be wonderful, if we could just make the world a really beautiful, loving place, but there will always be moments of discontent. And the whole point of it all is to really just remind yourself that you are trying. And as long as you're trying, and you're trying for yourself, not for anyone else, you're not trying to support anyone else, you're not trying to save everyone else, you're just trying to find your own happiness. It's only when you have your own stability that you can be stable for other people. But if you have all these people drawing in your energy and you have no stability, whatever was there, it's going to be ripped out from underneath you, and you're just going to fall through what feels like a black hole. And I would say that this definitely would describe Dark Night of the Soul. It's a time where things come up, typically things that, maybe you haven't really got over, or you meet people with similar issues from others from your past, and you ask yourself, why am I drawing these people to me? It's because there's something unresolved within you, whether it be, subconscious and you don't know about it, or maybe it's a deeply rooted trauma somewhere inside, and maybe you don't really know it's there. Right now, life is giving you an option. Will you let people treat you however they please, or will you choose to put yourself first? That's overall the vibe of this reading so far. So changes that are going to occur in your life after this reading. And I want to get like starting right after this reading for you. What change is going to happen to you after this reading? I'm really feeling this one, if I'm honest. We have the King of Cups, which is actually a beautiful energy to be in. The King of Cups is someone who is emotionally mature, and they're really good at mastering their emotions. So after this reading, I truly believe you're going to understand your emotions more, and you're going to start paying more attention to the things people say and do. I'm seeing waves that were crashing suddenly becoming calm. So perhaps some of you just needed to hear this out loud, that, you know, whether you're being gaslit or whatever, your wants and needs are valid. And someone who truly loves you will take the time to understand you. And if you're not okay, they'll try and help you. They won't be impulsive, they won't make demands, and they won't ignore you. People who truly care about you will notice every small movement. How do I know this? Because I'm the type of person where I am a big observer of the people around me and those close to me. And even if they're far away, if I feel like something is wrong, I'll ask them if they're okay. But mind you, if I'm not okay, I'll tell them I'm not okay. And do I take all the time to be there for them? No, because I can't help anyone if I can't help myself. And if I have someone where I tell them I'm mentally not okay and they keep pushing me that way anyway, I have a tendency to become very disconnected. I can turn on my emotions and turn them off. And it's like, I don't mind trying for you, but I need you to try for me too. And it's not like they have to do the same things. They just have to say, you know, I'm sorry you're feeling that way, and if there's anything I could do to help you, I'd be more than happy to do it. And then if you tell that person you're fine or whatever, maybe you'll do something nice for them. I have myself definitely learned that extending yourself to others is a reflection of yourself. And if you extend too much, everything you've extended has left you, and it's gone and you can't get it back. So you need to ask yourself, how important is this to me? How important is this relationship, this job, this place that I'm living, depending on your circumstances? Is it worth whatever I'm going to do to make it better? Like making a relationship work, or making a job work, or living somewhere that makes you unhappy. So you're definitely going to be looking at what makes you feel good and what doesn't. And you're going to be pulling back some. That's really the vibe that I'm getting. Now, opportunities that are going to enter your life right after this reading. Opportunities that are going to enter your life after this reading. And this is my last question. Just one, please. Opportunities that are going to enter your life after this reading. I feel it. Okay. 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups card is typically a card of celebration, but if I'm honest, the energy I'm getting of this is you're going to be more careful about choosing who you're going to celebrate with. Sure, everyone can go to a party, but that doesn't mean you have to go. Sure, you could feel pressured to do something, but that doesn't mean that you have to do it. And I'm someone who definitely can speak from the heart when I say this. I have found that even when everyone in the room is hating on me just because I don't want to go do something, I feel better by myself than hanging out with people who could care less about my wants and needs. And a party is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be something you feel pressured to do. That's not love and care. That's not being sweet. That's, well, I want you to do what I want to do. Why won't you do it? I'm seeing someone say no, and someone putting a finger to their lips, like when someone says shush, but they don't say shush, they just put a finger to their lips. It's like you're not even gonna bother with a response. You're not even gonna bother with anything. You may just sit there and stare at them until they grow very uncomfortable and walk away. So this is really all about finding what in your life right now is giving you fulfillment. Put your energy and effort into those things. And the things in your life that provide the opposite, it drains you more than it completes you. And anything you even wanted to complete, you no longer have the energy for because you're so drained from all the nonsense you didn't even want to do. So some of you could have some deep-rooted issues when it comes to maybe when you were a child, you were taught that you have to do certain things, or you were taught there are certain society standards, like when you see someone, you wave hello. You don't have to do that. I personally don't wave hello to every person I pass. If anything, if I'm honest, I don't really notice people around me when I go anywhere. I think to myself, I like my privacy. I like my peace. And if, someone thinks that I'm interesting and, they like just being peaceful or just kind of being in their own energy, they'll be magnetically attracted to me. They'll find me interesting, and they'll come towards me in a way that I can relate to. And that's really how you find, like, how they would say your people. I don't think there's such a thing as your people because no one owns anyone, but more so just, I'm grateful there's another person like me out there. I am not someone who follows society standards whatsoever. I'm kind of the complete opposite. A lot of people might think I'm the outgoing type, but if I'm completely honest, when I go places, I just pay attention to myself. And even if there's commotion going on around me, I don't really pay attention. You know what I pay attention to? What I'm feeling and thinking. My intuition will usually tell me this is a situation I don't feel right in. I can walk in the door, or I can usually, if someone says, hey, let's go do this, I'll just kind of get this feeling like I shouldn't do that. So I'll tell them I don't want to. And, I'll say to them, it's not that I'm trying to diss you and make you feel a certain way, but I just don't really want to do that. I just have this feeling. And the kind of people you want in your life are people who respect your feelings. And you don't owe them an explanation, and you don't have to be like anyone else. The best thing you can do is be yourself for yourself, even if it's by yourself, because even if it's just you in your home alone and you're filled with love, you're surrounded by love. Just because you're in a room full of people, it doesn't mean you feel any kind of love. If anything, maybe it feels overwhelming, or maybe the people you're meeting turn out to be not what you thought. As someone who used to definitely go to a lot of parties when I was in my teens, and they were very wild, it didn't matter. I never felt happy, and I never felt loved or cared for. So my advice to you would be choose love over anything else, and choose love for yourself. So what advice does the divine have for my collective? This one, 10 of Wands. I'm hearing don't carry the dead weight. You know how you lift dead weights in the gym? That is reaching towards a goal. It's one thing if you're like, I want this brand new job. I want to be a manager. I love this job. I love the people. I don't mind having all these responsibilities. Some people would think it's a burden. I think it's a great way to show my true potential, and I'm excited. The complete opposite would be someone giving you a to-do list because no one else wants to help them, and you say, I can't do all that, and they try and force you to do it anyway. And each time they bring it up, you say, you can keep bringing up that to-do list, but that's your to-do list. How come you're not asking me what my to-do list is? How come you're not saying, hey, can you help me with this? I'd be more than happy to help you with something. It's all about, it's give and take. Or, just asking you, hey, could you please help me with this? I know you don't have to if you don't want to, but I really would appreciate it. And if there's anything, I could do to thank you, or I just want you to know I really appreciate you, and it's okay if you can't do it. I totally understand. I love you. I care for you. I support you. You want people in your life who are supportive, kind, caring, and not people who are demanding or greedy or just no care in the world for anyone but themselves. And I used to work in retail, so I would come across this a lot, and I'll never forget the quote I heard that said, when you have nothing to give someone, how they act is their true colors. Do they keep pushing? Do they leave you alone by yourself, or do they ask you, are you okay? Sometimes we forget to ask each other, are you okay? Sometimes we get so caught up in the hustle and bustle of life that we forget all we have is this one moment. Life is not measured by how many moments there are in the day, how many minutes there are in the day. It's measured by the memories that we have that we enjoy. Not measured by the moments or the minutes, but the love. When you're alone and you're struggling, who do you have? And if you say no one, you are totally lying, because I give you guys my email in the description box all the time. And you have me. So I don't want to hear any of that in like a comment section or something, because You chose not to talk to someone, you know? It's free. If you're overwhelmed and you need help, reach out. There's no such thing as, I can't help you, or I can't do something. Anyone who says, I can't help you, or I can't do this, and you're struggling with your mental health or your physical health, if you're really down, find someone. There's always going to be one person out there. Maybe you're hyper independent and you don't want to rely on anyone. Or maybe you grew up how I did and you're not used to having anyone to really rely on. I actually was working once, and this guy, I worked with nothing but guys at the time, and he was like, how come you never ask for help? And I just told him, if I can do it myself, I'll do it myself, but honestly, I don't even think to ask for help. I'm just not used to getting any. And I'm the type of person, if I see that you drop something or you need help, I don't ask you if you need help. I just jump right in and help. I don't say anything. I just help. And then I leave just as quietly as I came in. Real love is about doing things without expecting anything in return, and being grateful for that moment. Now, I'm not saying like be someone's doormat. Oh, they need my help all the time. No. Know that someone who's codependent on you, they need me. No one needs you. No one needs you. It's a question of, they want you. You know what you need? Yourself. Yourself. You need yourself, and you need self-love. Everything else is just a want. You need self-love. You need food. You need water. You need air. Sometimes you need sunlight. Things that help you live longer and healthier. Those are the things you need, yes. But as for people and situations and circumstances and places that you are, you don't need any of that. It's just, you need to start asking yourself, do I want this? Because I know I don't need it, but do I want it? And why do I want it so much? And write down 3 reasons why it's good to want this, and write down 3 reasons why it's bad to want this. And, based on those reasons, which ones match your values more? Is doing it aligning with your values? Is it true to you? Or are you just kind of living in society and just going about your business like everyone else? There's people trying to connect, there's people trying to disconnect, and it's not about the people, it's about you and your attitude and what you do with it. It's about you and who you are and how you present yourself. If you love yourself and you choose yourself and you say, I know what I need, the rest is a want, and if I choose to do this, what will happen? And if the outcome of doing it is better than not doing it, do it. Even if you're scared or whatever, just because it's scary. Sometimes the scariest things are the things that we need to really do, like have a conversation with someone, or quitting that toxic job, or leaving that house that always makes you feel on edge. You create your own life and fill it with love, my loves. Absolutely, positively. Remember, it's going to be okay, because you don't have to be with anyone. Love yourself. You matter. Promise to make a difference. You have goals. You can reach your goals. When you speak, you empower others. You already make a difference. Believe in yourself. You are uniquely you. You think, decide, and create. How do you motivate to create your actions? Your actions tell your goals. Look, see, act, and create. Words from me. Many blessings, my loves, and I hope you found this reading helpful on your journey. And I'm proud of you for all that you are, not what you aren't. And always remind yourself of that. You weren't who you were 5 minutes ago. And it doesn't matter who you were a second ago, you can be someone else the next second. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Many blessings to all. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. I love you. Love, Magigoddess. And I hope you look forward to the next 32 days of reading for the collective. Cleanse that energy. Love you, love.